Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mir. Um, I wanted to again say thank you for your support. Just thank you so much for your feedback. It just means a lot to me because my videos are not even a week old and I'm getting feedback. So that means a lot to me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it seems like I'm staying on the principles of the workplace, and like I said before, I am dividing those up into segments or parts. So, one of the things that's been on my mind for maybe about a couple of days is perfecting your skill, mastering your talent when you are at work. When you are at work, whether you like your job or not, I know it is challenging, and I know we all have those rough days. But you have to be thankful that you have a job. I'm not saying that you are not allowed to feel any kind of way. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that be thankful for where you are currently at. My video is going to be a little bit longer because there is so much that I do want to talk about. And you can, obviously you can listen to it, in your own time. And I just truly hope that you find what I'm about to say inspiring. It is a little frustrating because I do have the tendency to kind of yell a little bit when I'm excited. And because I have my neighbors around, I have to try to kind of keep it a little quiet. So when you are at work, let's say for example you get hired, okay, you're already at this company for about a good 6 months. There are different phases. When you are hired at your company, you are trained on what you are taught. As you start to move in the company and as you start to acquire or accumulate different skill sets, you need to take a step out of faith and you need to understand what everybody else is doing. I'm not saying do their job too, but just kind of get an understanding of what other people are doing at their job. You need to broaden your horizons. God did not put you there for you to fit in, for you to blend in, and for you to be mediocre. He did not put you there to be average. And he also did not put you there just so that you can sit back and collect a paycheck. One of the reasons why I believe why a lot of people are not happy at their jobs is because they have poor perspective. I was one of them. I used to work in the Medicare industry a few years ago. And when I came to this company, the first thing that I said was that I'm going to look for other opportunities. Yeah, that's great. I understand that this is what my job description is. That's awesome. But I am also going to learn what other job duties will entail. So if you've been at your job for especially a while, you need to have a better perspective. Could it be that maybe you hate your job so much because you have such a poor perspective? Don't walk at a job thinking, oh, well, this isn't my job and here you handle that and ain't gonna pay me anyway and I get this little 40 cent crappy raise and nonsense. Nonsense. And God will never bless it. He will never bless it. And again, I am speaking from experience. You have a gift within inside of you that only you know and that nobody else knows. People mocked me and people made fun of me because I decided to take my work home. There were days that I studied. I didn't care about getting paid with extra money. I cared about learning and perfecting my skill because guess what? If my blessing wasn't there, then it was somewhere else. For example, I'm an insurance agent. I've been in the insurance industry since 2006. So every company that I go to, I know what my actual job description is, but then I always try to find ways on how I can create other opportunities within my job description. And I'm not talking about title. The current employer where I work at now, I handle commercial surety bonds. Some of the bonds have to require a notary. Guess what? I'm a notary now. I am the type of person where I am a go-getter. I do not like going to people and saying, here, can you do this? Here, can you do that? Now, there are some things that I do have to do that for, but to do this on every assignment, no, it's unacceptable. Learn how to master your job and perfect your skill. Because the other thing too was that, what are you going to do when an employer gets sick? It could be the manager, it could be an employee. They get sick and then then they're out on some sort of medical leave. Then what? You never know when your time is going to show. See, we want the blessing, but deep down inside, are we really ready for it? Are we ready? Don't worry about the promotion, and don't worry about, well, they didn't pay me last year and I got this little 50 cents. Don't worry about it. And furthermore, you should be glad that you got something. Because now nobody is really giving out raises anymore due to our economy. So be glad that you got something. Somebody put up on a Facebook post, what was your worst job ever? And you know what I put? Not having one. Because you can't do shit. Unless you have an unbelievable, substantial amount of money, you can't do a damn thing. And I'm sorry, I don't need to be Christian to tell you that. That's common sense. And furthermore, employers, they're watching you. Don't be that person that has been working at a company for, 10 to 15 years and you're okay with just learning the same shit. It's unacceptable. That's not why God put you there. You should want more, do more, grow. How in the world on earth can a person just sit there for 10 to 15 years and you just constantly it's the same mundane routine? But then if you also notice that they're the same people that hate. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm an insurance agent. And if I want to do personal, I can do personal. If I want to do commercial, I can do commercial. If I want to do bonds, now bonds, they take precedence over everything. So that I have to do. But if I want to do additional tasks, then I can do that. So what did I start doing? I started bringing out my insurance book. Because I haven't been in that part of the industry for about 3 years since I left the Medicare industry. When you keep on finding yourself saying, I don't know, let me check on that, let me find out, that's what you need to study. That's what you need to master. Because you never know when your time is coming. You never know when you're going to be called. And my biggest fear is to be called for something that I am not ready for. All because I didn't want to take out the time to learn, and all because I didn't want to take out the time to study. And that's why people hate me, because I'm a businesswoman. I am very strategic in everything that I do. And thinking people are the people that you should be afraid of. I'm not there to bullshit around. I'm not there to gossip. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to run it and to do God's business. And I hope that when it is time for me to leave, I will hope that I leave a positive influence behind. Because my mission is to bless other people. Whether you like me or not, I don't care. But I am targeting this message for people who have jobs, whether you are full-time or part-time. Do not rely on the information of what somebody else told you. Yes, you should get to know your position, but learn how to not only master it, but how you can learn other things as well. How many times do you hear just in sports alone? The starter quarterback got injured and now he's done for the season. They have backup quarterbacks for a reason. You never know when it is your time. So I challenge you to stop walking in with the negative perspective. Success really does require sacrifice. Because this is my attitude. If I don't get the raise over here, and if I'm not going to be blessed over here, and I'm going to be overlooked over here, then my blessing is somewhere else. God is working. He is moving. And He's moving quick. Do not just sit around and be dormant. He is moving quick. Because I am telling you from first-hand experience, I am telling you that when He says it is your time, there is no going back. There is no fixing up anything. Your blessings is just going to pour and pour and pour and pour and pour and pour, and you're not even going to know what to do. And after I've had some time of delay and preparation, my prayer, don't give me anything more than what I can't handle. So I am challenging you today, get up tomorrow and go to work with a different mindset. There is a reason why God has you there. Whether you want to be there or not, there is a reason. Take out the time and master and perfect your skill so that you are prepared for the next level of opportunity. And as I stated before, focus on you. Focus on your mission. Because it is very unfortunate that no matter where you go, there's always going to be an enemy right there. My question is, are you ready? Are you ready to have a different perspective? Are you ready for God to move in ways that you couldn't even think, do, or imagine? Are you ready? And like I said, I don't know who this is for, but I just feel like I'm staying on this topic. Because there's so much crap that goes on in these, it's just so much nonsense that goes on in the workplace. Don't you dare be that person that is content with just learning a couple of things, and your ass has been at this company for 8 to 15 years, and you mean to tell me you don't want to know anything else? You're not ready for anything else. You don't want anything. Don't be that person. So when you walk into your job, open up your eyes. Pray about it. That's my message. Pray about it. I'm just throwing ideas out to you, but pray about it. Because a lot of times when things are not working out, we automatically, that's it, I'm done, I'm looking for a new job, and I'm going to get this over here, and I'm going to do this. The answer could be right in front of your face. And sometimes this is the works of the enemy, because his mission is to keep us all over the place so that we're never resting and we're always confused. And you know the God that we serve is not a God of confusion. And At my job, what I wound up doing was, when I found out that I was going to be doing bonds, okay, I wound up taking a bond seminar, and I wound up getting access to all of the websites that I would need. I'm not waiting on somebody to come up to me with opportunities. Now, it's one thing if you say something and you get turned down, okay, fine, whatever. But open up your eyes. And stop going to work with this lackadaisical attitude of, well, this isn't my job and I gotta, deal with this crap all over again. Trust me, I've been there. And to be honest, it makes you feel worse. Learn what you can, because you never know when you're going to need it. And throughout all of the years that everybody has mocked me, and yeah, why are you bringing that work home and you're not going to get paid for that, and all this other nonsense, that's why I'm at where I'm at today. And each and every time when you stand on the word and when you do what you are supposed to do, you will leave them standing exactly where you left them. So all I can say on this video is take a step back. Take a step back. Because you never know when your calling is. I am truly learning about different seasons and different levels. Because you never know. One of the quick things, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to wrap it up, but one of the things that I'm noticing is, I was supposed to be a notary a few years ago, and I never became a notary because I wound up leaving the company and I went to another company. And of course, the work that I did, a notary wasn't required, so it was no point in me even getting it because I wasn't even in that field. But what's interesting is that I always held on to the information. Here I am 5 years later, and then you know what happened? On my vacation, I wound up texting my boss, and I wound up saying, look, I've held on this notary book for X amount of years, and I'm a type of person where I get rid of stuff. I said, if you tell me that I do not need this, I'm getting rid of this book once and for all. I'm done. I'm getting rid of this. I said, I'm noticing that certain bonds, they have to be notarized. And you know what he said to me? That would be helpful. 5 years. 5 years of me holding on to this. You never know. You never know. So even though that it didn't work for me back then, guess what? It worked for me right now. And I just went to the courthouse last week to get sworn in. So you never know. Don't let this enemy, this devil, play games in your mind. Don't let him sit up here and tell you it's no point in doing this because it's a waste of time. He's a liar. He's a liar. If you're at that job, you learn everything that you can learn, whether you need it for there or not. You're going to need it at some point. Learn to master and perfect your skill. Because employers, they want people who can take the initiative to do far and beyond than what they were asked. If you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any concerns, you are more than welcome to message me. Drop me a line. I love you all. Peace.